Good evening, everybody. Honey, we are just about ready to get started another round of the Azure Dreams Rock Me to the Top 2 tournament. This is a roguelike mystery dungeon game for the PlayStation 1. In it, we have a 40-floor tower full of monsters that our two runners are going to have to climb as far as they can, as fast as they can. For this tournament, we have managed to get the tower seeded using a fantastic program made by our Discord server's very own programmer, so that both runners will be running the same tower. And we'll be able to see who explores what where, and run with vaguely similar luck. This is a best of three match, as these usually are, because sometimes the tower just wants you to die. That's normal. That is a part of life. And there's really nothing anyone can do about it. I'm Lady Demi.
I'm Shawnee7188 on the dining room table right now because Fee is the computer.
As happens.
Yes, just as a heads up, I will be commentating off the actual restream, just because I don't have my normal setup. And I can't support Flash on my tablet, so.
It does happen that way, and they're off! And for you, they'll be off in like a couple of seconds.
Yeah. Actually, it's pretty on par, actually. So it's not that bad.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, so you already did the rundown of what's happening?
Yeah, the basic rules. The winner of each individual round of the match will be determined by who gets to the highest floor before they die. Yes. And if there's a tie in floor count, it will be by who got to that top floor first. And by top floor, I mean the floor they die on, collectively.
Yeah, because it's the main reason we're doing this kind of format of who can get higher up the tower is because the game was actually really, really difficult. And initially, found out the rules for the original Rock Me to the Top tournament. Shouts to Sustainna for his naming schemes. We had a lot of issues in justifying people surviving. And we didn't know how long an actual full complete tower climb would take, so we just put a 1 hour time limit on it and expected everyone to die really early.
And happens. For the most part, that happened.
Yeah.
But our runners are very good. Oh wow, that is a large first room with a lot of things in it. Yeah. But one of them's a troll, and that's one of the better things you could hope for, though maybe not with quite so much company.
No, if they're smart, they could probably, hopefully... Okay, yeah, it's getting a little bit sketchy, but I think Fee should be fine. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You want that first level because you get 10 HP, and it doesn't sound like a lot compared to other games where you start off the game with 400 or whatever. Your first level is the most valuable thing in the tower because once you... Oh no, it's not a turbo floor, okay.
No.
Once you get that first 10 HP, your survivability increases like tenfold. But after that, every single level after that will give you like maybe 4 if you're lucky, sometimes even 2.
It's a diminishing return situation. The more levels you get, the worse each level gets, the less it really matters. Now, your monster's level will still matter to some extent. Their stats are important. You're just sort of there being a fleshing sword bag.
Actually, there actually was a new damage calculation that was found out by a programmer, who's the reason we're able to do a fixed seed tournament. So all shows go to him as well. That's a very short floor. They're already on to floor 3. All right.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. You didn't see any flames, which is... Oh, that's not good. That's bad.
Thankfully, not many monsters around. We'll see that same thing get triggered on Sustainna's side as well, because this is a fixed tower, of course.
Yeah.
But the way the damage calculation worked with mixture magic is programmer found out that once you hit level 11 with Queenie, you can change into whatever type you want, and the damage won't make a difference from a level 11 spell to like a level 99 spell, basically.
Oh, wow, that is good knowledge.
Yeah. So basically, if you had a Stream 1 and a CC, and you went, you know what, you're level 12, you chuck it towards Queenie, you're gonna do just fine in the tower than if you had a level like 90 fire spell and a Scarlet One. It doesn't change the damage output basically at all. Ko's levels is what matters.
Really?
Yeah.
I sort of assumed it was the reverse.
Nope. We always thought so. He dug into it. It's somewhere buried in our Discord right now. Oh, so hello, doggy. Go to the other side of the room. I might have to go with the dog. It keeps looking at me. Wonderful. Anyway, but yeah, basically, yeah, the levels only matter for Ko for his attack stat. So as long as you keep leveling up and you get your natural strength, you're fine. Versus having like a level like level 99 fire spell. Doesn't matter. So
another room with a lot in it. In this case, a lot of items on Fee's side. We'll eventually see Sustainna find it as well, but I think Fee's a little bit ahead.
I think he slightly is, looking at the floor layout. I know he zooms out his map and Fee doesn't. Fee's a lot like me, she wants to know what's in the room versus having it so far zoomed out you might miss opportunities.
Right, I think Sustainna is coming upon the same room, getting at least a small shield upgrade. I admittedly probably wouldn't go for that shield upgrade that early because it is so small.
Yeah, Fee picked up the steel sword, so she did a little dance there to celebrate.
Steel swords are a sign of victory, except, of course, all the times that they aren't. So, you know, it works every time 33% of the time.
And then 10% of that. But the main thing is yeah, basically there's a meme in the group that Fee was thinking Life Wand was cursed and she refused to use it over the steel sword, and she ended up winning her match. So therefore...
that's where that comes from.
Yep, she actually is the reason for the steel sword being a winning item, even though it doesn't do anything. It's actually worse overall than most spells.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, yes. Ko's level doesn't matter, it's Ko's attack stat. So every seed that you get that would increase your attack, you should be giving to Ko. Thank you, Senate.
In a run like this, you probably should do that anyway. In the sense that in a normal game, you'll probably want to give all your seeds to your monsters because Ko's stats reset every time he leaves and enters the towers, but your monsters don't. And so monsters and equipment are your main form of progression, and you can lose monsters. I mean, lose equipment, but you kind of can't lose monsters.
Yeah, you see a blind trap on Fee's side. She's trying to stagger around, trying to figure out where to go.
Ooh. Sleep, that's bad. That is really bad on Sustainna's side.
That's not just bad, that's the worst case scenario, because the flames in the hallway. So that means that Sustainna actually can't escape the damage, because Queenie doesn't register the monster as attacking or as a threat. So that doorway actually has cost runners a couple runs, actually, in previous matches.
Little things like that can really make or break a game. Run in a game like this, when so much comes down to little bits of luck. Oh, and there's the same sleep trap.
Yep.
Got them both.
Both with 3 hits. That is actually random because they have done different movements since getting onto this tower. This tower's floor, I should say. This tower. Everything should be spawned in exactly the same place as it should be for both the runners. Oh, what are you doing, Sustainna? He just let the blinded Queenie just bolt out the door.
Oh no,
that's
not good.
AI to 1 and go find your pet. Or okay, he's just gonna oh
dear. And Sustainna's lost Keen. That's not good.
No, so the thing is, what you should do when your monster is blind is either pick them up if they're able to be picked up, or you set their AI to 1.
Someone just got hit with a slam trap.
Yeah, I think it actually was, well, it definitely was a Cyclone, because the Cyclone died in a hit there.
Yep.
Oh, there's a slow trap. Big no longer preemptive F chat for Queenie.
Yep.
I saw that comment as well. There's been many Queenie deaths throughout the ages.
And those are pretty bad. Sustainna's just gonna nope on out, not gonna deal with those cyclones. But 5 is one of the last floors before things get really, really mean. Oh, that was a lucky bomb trap.
That didn't hit him.
Yeah.
This is the other thing. This is why the blank trap hits Fee on her side and it hit Queenie on the other side on Sustainna's screen, because Sustainna doesn't actually put Queenie directly behind Ko, the player. So basically, when he walks around the floors, oh, he found an egg. Okay, we're gonna see what that is. Ooh, 6%.
Yeah.
Well.
Ooh, that is going to take a bit. We're probably not going to see it right now. Oh, that's lucky.
There's a lot of traps in this seed.
This is a trap-heavy seed.
Yeah. I'm the one that made them, so whoops. Anyway, but yeah, the thing is with Sustainna's... Ooh,
oh, and there goes Queen on East side. That is not good.
Nope. They both lost Queenie on floor 5 respectively each, I think? Or did,
Might have been 4-4 on Sustainna's side, because, you know, he just noped out of that room so fast.
Oh,
the whole floor.
What is Fee doing?
Fee is in trouble.
Yeah.
That Manueva balloon combo just brutalized Fee.
Yeah, the thing is, Manevas are one of the worst things to encounter. The fact Fee is just walking around without waiting turns to get her HP back is making me a little bit nervous, because one slam trap and it's game over. She's on the lower floor. So she's just casually, I think at this point she's searching for the elevator more than searching for resources.
Yeah, I think that is reasonable under the circumstance.
Alright, what's happening here? Sustainna going back to hatching that egg.
Mm-hmm.
And
I admittedly, you know, I'm not sure what I'm betting that egg is. At this level, it could be a number of things, none of which are... I mean, balloons are pretty exciting, and at this point you could maybe see like a U-boat, and that would be pretty neat. U-boats can scout things out, and that's very handy. They hit pretty hard. They have a great mixture magic if you can unlock it.
Yes.
And that requires... Oh, that is not a happy pincer situation. If any pincer situation is happy.
Yeah, thankfully the fireball...
Oh. No.
Okay. That's a disappointment in everyone's regards. No one wants to see a Dreamin'.
Dreamin' are... Well, there's no worse friend and no better enemy.
Fee put on the Curse Steel Sword.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, she still gets the little bit of attack increase, which will help her. She's also fighting from a higher plane, so she'll get a little bit extra damage, but overall, she's not going to have a good time with this, and that Dreamin' is going to be useless on Sustainna's side.
It's so really not good.
Yeah, hopefully, if Fee sees it, she won't be guided into... Oh, there's a warp trap there. Which Fee might...
Which would be a disaster.
Oh, she's gonna fight. Alright, oh, and there's that curse miss there.
Really, maybe not a fight she wants to be fighting, but we'll see how it plays out. Badly, it'll play out badly, is my guess.
Yeah. You don't want to be picking fights with these things, especially with... Okay, she's taking 2 damage, so she... Okay, 3. Alright, so she can kind of go at it. I would... She really wants to explore floor 5. She really is thinking there's a restore scroll or something there, or something valuable.
It would be an interesting little miracle, but it seems unlikely. Sustainna's just going to avoid that U-boat for as long as possible. Unfortunately, not going to be able to lose it entirely, but the elevator is right there, and who cares if the Dreamin' lives or dies?
Pretty much. You can use the Dreamin' to throw down a hallway, distract something, but otherwise there's no real purpose for the Dreamins. They're special skills to put enemies to sleep, but it has such a bad success rate, and let alone sleep might only last a turn, which they might wake up immediately. It's really not worth investing in. I've tried to make them useful when I was a kid, I just...
Oh, Sled! That hit really hard on Fee's side.
She might have to do the
Mirror
egg bomb to
shield on
survive.
Sustainna's side. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're doing the
That
egg
is a
bomb on
nice
Fia's side.
shield. Yep, that is a resource that's better used to keep her alive than saved at this point.
Yeah, no one really wants to use a Plumpa either. If you're resorting to using a Plumpa to defend yourself, you're not going to have a good time in the tower. That
Yeah.
Dreamin is slowed. Oh, no, it's not.
It just got unslowed.
That's true, Sendai. You can technically pick up Dreamin and then use you can use it to release it and make it go home and get tile immunity for all of one thing. And I know Horza is a fan of the Plumparang, which is famous strat on floor 22. And okay, here we can see Sustainna has Dreamin on the bottom left, I think. Oh, he's making fire.
Right.
It's not really gonna do much. But this is how it hits traps. Is this you want Ko to hit the traps more than you want monsters to? Because if the monsters get confused or healthy.
This could go really bad really fast. And it
just
is.
misstepped. She just misstepped. She should have went to the other side of the hallway there. I think she's realizing that.
One step here can be the difference between living and dying.
And there's a Miniva coming in.
Actually, I think it's been there since the start of the room. I think it might be asleep.
I think it is from the looks of the animations, but I don't think she can get out of this because, yeah, she has to take one hit even after the fire crystal being spawned. So that's
not going to do it.
Yep,
And that's match one.
Yeah, I will alert Sustainna.
+1.
Sustainna.
That is true, Stray Sine Wave. Pretty much all monsters are horrible to encounter in their own ways. The ones that don't just hit you for everything, or don't defend forever, will have some nasty trick just to make your life harder.
Yeah, let's see if Fee does her. Yeah, she's going to the corner of shame. Yeah. Yeah, there's a huge amount of traps there. I don't know. Like these seeds are generated; they're both the same on each one, but Fee just came out with the worst of it because just sounding a bit behind audio.
All right. Well, I know that. Oh, that you're just going to be inevitably a little bit behind audio, Shawnee. Yeah, but I will be refreshing commentary stream.
Yeah, but mine is I can try to see if I can refresh it on my side. Programmer, if you're listening, I on the tablet in the dining room. So I don't actually have the commentator stream access. 24929.
They're both bewailing their Q loss on floor 4.
Yeah.
That was rough, and it really does make your tower longevity so much shorter. After a while, losing Q doesn't have dramatic impact on your tower survivability.
No, but you definitely do want
right.
That tower was very punishing in a lot of different regards. Not only the traps they couldn't avoid, or if they did avoid, ended up costing Sustainna again. Watch the blind Queenie leave the room then die.
Right. That was just rough.
And then Fee on the exact same floor happened to find Maniva and Balloon and just underestimated them, and then there goes Queenie. It's like, oh dear.
Yes, it was just really unfortunate to watch.
Yeah, welcome to Azure Dreams, where everything wants to kill you at all times, and you are the weakest thing in creation as you enter the tower, trying to avenge your father unknowingly. That's the game.
Yep, that's the game. So you are at the hands of a cruel, procedurally generated mistress.
Yeah. So we're gonna check the seeds here.
Looks good.
2499.
Yep.
I'm so thankful I have a tablet keyboard at least, or else it should be a lot worse for me to do commentary.
I imagine.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Levels floor 1 through 5 are pretty much lethal if your luck goes bad, and anything beyond that is generally intended to be lethal even if your luck goes good. The game expects you to die or be forced to go home if you manage to luck into a wind crystal, because the game does not give you one.
Yep.
On your
it's
first
really mean. It's never guaranteed. Like you normally find one, hopefully before you have to leave. But there's been times where I've never been able to find one until like floor 16. Okay, I see.
Floor. Sustainna is just going to be the floor.
No traps in floor. Okay.
No trap.
Yeah.
And yeah, the reason I say that, like, losing Kuhn eventually stops having big effects on your longevity is that after a while, you can't fight more or less anything. So does it really matter? But on those early floors, Kuhn is the difference between this is the fight I can win and there is no fight I can win. And they're off. Not U-boat mishaps. Traps. Losing Kuhn on floor 4. Traps.
Pretty much, yeah. It looked like it was going to be a start of a good seed. They had like a troll in the first room. They got to level 2. They were pretty well paced. And then 2 different sets of mishaps on floor 4 just cost both runners Queenie. And then Sustainna was able to kind of book it up. And then B just got cornered by every monster in the universe at the same time.
The early troll should have been a warning that it was a trolly seed.
Hey, there's there we go. Fee taking the time lost. No trap, please. Is the full names. I don't know what Sustainna named Queenie though.
I'm sure we'll find out. Our silent friend, just cute. Okay.
Sandknight might be right. He might be the mayor of Viper Town now. We don't know.
Okay, but a nudist mayor of Viper Town? Is this what we're picturing? I suppose honestly, it's still a better ending than, dying. But in lore, getting to like floor 12 is like, wow, you're really good at this.
Yeah, your father was the first one ever. Oh, hello. Hello, Obi. You're a good dog. Hello.
Right, Guy was the first one to make it in floor 40, except, he died.
Well, not from his own negligence. He just had a unicorn. But,
yeah. We are coming up with some advanced Blue Cape Guy lore here tonight.
Yeah.
Wow, they got that first level pretty fast. I was not even fully aware of it happening. Oh, that is a nice room. Holy Bell, didn't see the flute, the fruit, stream wand. That's a good little room.
Yeah, Decurse Girl as well.
Oh, that'll be handy for whatever gear they happen to decide to try and run with.
Yeah, because curses, normally you can take off the items when you leave the tower.
Oh, was that a Gulf Wind +2? That's nice.
I don't know if it's +2.
I saw a plus. I think I did
anyway. +2. Yeah, +2. That's the best you can find is a +2.
Yep.
And honestly, you don't really need to equip anything new for the first couple floors, just because the enemies tend to be weaker and stuff like that.
Right, I generally wait until floor 5 to see if I'm going to find something better before committing to something that might be cursed.
Yeah, and the thing is, they both got a decurse scroll, so they do have that option of
testing something out with their bodies.
Yeah, so like you kind of want to have both a sword and a shield. You want to test at the same time to make the most of the decurse scroll. But
right,
it's not the worst thing in the world for that regard. There you go, I got my string back up.
Copper Sword, not nearly as good. Probably not replacing that. I don't think Fee has attempted that Gulfwind Sword, and so doesn't know what they're missing. But they've got both the Holy Scroll and a Holy Bell, which means nothing except that they're both pretty nice items.
Fee could have definitely used a Holy Scroll in the last.
Oh, absolutely.
The last tower.
They're both really good items to have.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's happening on Fee's side with her map. Every time she goes up near the top of the map, it shows all the colors as a blurred line kind of thing, and it makes me wonder if it's revealing. I don't know if it's based on the emulator or whatever, but like it makes me wonder if that's actually the contents of the floor that is technically being revealed or not. And like, that's
a glitch.
It is, and it's actually speaking of, we actually did somewhat pinpoint how Beldo doesn't spawn on floor 31 a couple days ago.
Oh?
And if a trap room spawns, he doesn't spawn.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and it's really goofy that like the chances of that happening is based obviously on the tower, so you can't guarantee it. But it's just one of those things where we're like, oops. That Gulfwind's sort of not helping against that flame there, but
not as much as one would hope, anyway. Oh wait, Gulfwind is. I always think Gulfwind, and I think Gulf. You know?
Yeah.
As opposed to the wind part.
Yeah, ignore the wind part, but the +2 does help out. But Fee going up to floor 4, still ignoring that Gulfwind sword. I know she picked it up, but I don't think she wants it. Thing is, it's really useful when it comes to the water floors on like floor 6, 7, and whatever. So hopefully,
yeah, that's a good time to be getting to have a little bit of an edge.
Oh, see, there you
now,
go.
Like, do you see what that shield is on Fee's side? Because I think I missed it.
I can check. I was gonna say, if you see that map though on her side, you see that weird squiggle.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
I missed that as well.
That was the floor. No,
I don't know. Like the fact there's like little pink things in there makes me wonder what's going on. Because maybe it's just the emulator that she's using, but I've never seen that really before in any of the other
I thought it was actually like a line of the, on the floor. Maybe I'm mistaken. Just a wood shield. Very disappointing.
Yeah, no. You don't want to ever get cursed with another wood shield, let alone a wood shield like floor 39.
Or several wood shields back to back. All the shields you can find wood.
I don't have a joke for how many wood shields. I was gonna try to do like a woodchuck thing, but I couldn't think of anything with a wood shield.
I'm glad you asked. Random commentator Horza BG, who I definitely do not know anything about.
You can
find more about this cool game and this cool community on our Discord server, where we have many resources, the fascinating randomizer/de-randomizer. They're not. Do we have like a steady link to the Discord I can use, or just?
I can get you a link here.
Okay, thank you. We have the randomizer, de-randomizer. We have a community for the Game Boy version of this game, because there's a Game Boy version of this game. That doesn't have the item that Sustainna just picked up and Fee picked up a while ago, the Olean fruit, which is great, because it's just a get-out-of-free card.
Despite you being a member, here's a link to the...
Thank you.
My dog's giving me evil eyes. I think he needs out. I don't know. Oh, just keep talking? Okay, bye. Anyway.
Alright.
So Fee still has the copper sword equipped. She's still refusing to try out the wood sword. Or not wood sense, right?
We didn't see about that Scorch Shield, but we do know that Sustainna, that it isn't cursed. So that's, good enough. But that's going to be really rough once we start seeing those Manawivas and those blooms and those U-boats and basically the entire next several floors.
Yeah. Fee gonna try to get some levels and get some HP back before 4-5. Looks like she just wants to kill these Cyclones. I think she's angry from the last seed.
I understand the need for vengeance.
Yeah. Also, she might be feeling like she might need a couple extra levels under her belt for survivability, because once you hit floor 6, you really don't want to be on them, because the Manivas, the Blooms, and other things like that are really, really annoying.
Right. For the reason that we keep sort of bringing this up, for those who are unfamiliar with this excellent but very strange little game, it has sort of an elemental triangle. Fire beats wind, wind beats water, water beats fire. Your starting monster, Kuhn, is fire, and so all mixture magic, which is your best damage source at this point, are going to be fire, and he takes more damage from water-type spells and deals water-type attacks and deals less damage against water-type monsters.
Yeah.
And so it's very bad. These floors are just in general not very safe, and so you just want to sprint till you get out of water monster country and into fire monster country of like floor 10 or so.
Yeah.
Then you're safe to explore a little bit more, hopefully restock your items.
The thing is, I don't like how Sustainna does have the Scorch Shield on the water floors, because he is going to be taking a considerably heftier hit from basically the Blooms and the Manivas he's going to come across, and eventually the U-boats. So,
and you don't want that. U-boats are mean all on their own.
Yeah,
they are a monster boat that has unpleasant tricks and hits like a truck. The worst kind of monster.
Yeah. Everything changes with the fire floors attacked. That's with the traps attack. Sustainna taking a lot of unneeded damage. He keeps walking into the enemies. You can actually wait a turn. There's the AI1 strats, which I think both runners do know about, but don't really incorporate too much. I know Fee's mostly into the avoiding. I would not be picking a fight Fee with those two Manivas.
I would just go on to that elevator. I would get on that elevator and I would go somewhere, anywhere else, because that just happened. Yeah. And that is... It is game, set, and match. Unfortunate.
Yeah, the thing is, they have 28 health, so she did 21 with that fireball. Just falling short of that.
They may be up for a friendly third. They may not. We will find out, because this was not a long set of matches. Whew.
Yeah, no, the thing is, not once, I didn't see her inventory. Did she already use up the medicinal herb?
I am not sure. Or I don't think I saw it get used, but I don't think I necessarily saw it not get used.
No, okay. Fee's not up for a friendly third. Just
understandable. Fine. The tower was very mean today.
Yeah, if you want to mark Sustainna as
everyone is done. Yep.
My dog's back downstairs again. We need to know what the egg is. Actually, that's the second floor 6 egg.
Yeah. We will see if...
Yeah.
Hello!
Some traps.
Okay, so it went from traps to nothing but dreaming in both towers,
Oh, jeez.
and to one of those times where you have satellite TV, there's like 100 channels, but none of them are worth watching. AKA all of these treasure rooms with nothing but wood.
Yes, I'm sorry for
Yep.
the... Let's see here. Can you send Fee the link too? I can't seem to do anything on my tablet.
I believe that Fee should have gotten it automatically when they were both marked as done.
Oh, then no, I'm poking around on my tablet and I can't seem to find anything. But congratulations on the win, Sustainna.
Yeah, that was some good racing. Unfortunate about Kuhn in that first race, and that was
Yeah, I lost Cute on the 4th floor. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna die by floor 6. So from there, I was hatching my dream in hopes that it would be a clown, because there's like a 9% chance clown can hatch from a 5 to 10 egg. And I was just praying that it would be cloud so I'd have a second wind. But no, I just used my dream as an adequate meat shield and tried booking it as high as I could.
and that worked out pretty well for you.
It should not have.
Because Fee also lost Kuhn on floor. I think it might have been floor 5, but
Nah, she
says
said it
it's
was
4.
also floor 4. That's funny that we both lost them at the same time.
Right,
Yeah,
but for
honestly-
very different reasons.
Yeah,
Mine was because
you
Shawnee
had... yes, your Queenie got Shawnied. That is unfortunately when Queenie decides to wander off and die. That does happen.
Hello?
Good evening.
Welcome,
Hi.
Fee. Don't worry, everything sucks with the seeds I make, apparently.
Do we have to talk about it? Do we
It's
have
I
fine.
mean, we're here to talk about it. But
we won't keep it too long, but the thing is, you both lost Queenie in the first game of floor 4.
Yeah, I can't believe that we both had such a... Well, I can believe that we I can believe that we had as bad a run as each other that person, but losing Queenie on the same thing.
What wasn't the same
very
thing?
different reasons.
Yeah, Sustainna actually hit the blind trap because he didn't put Queenie right behind him, and then Queenie got Shawnied off screen.
Just wandered off and never came home.
Oh god.
Yeah. And then you had the Minerva balloon fight.
Yeah,
with, Queenie.
I realized that I had made a mistake. Both times I lost, I realized I'd made a mistake just as I was doing it. So
Yeah, that stuff happens. That's unfortunate, but it happens. Well, nonetheless, good game to both of you. I think, Lady Deme, you actually marked Fee as the winner with no apples.
Oh, did I mark? I don't remember. Oh, I guess I did because I just sort of clicked done and done.
hey, if you want to mark the win for me, that's cool.
Nope. We're dunning in reverse. We're
That's
undoing it and
convergence.
then redoing it.
You're both winners
Strike
of
that.
chat, yes.
Reverse it.
There we go. Yeah, so basically, good luck to both of you. Or it's not good luck to both of you. This was the second chance bracket, so Fee's out of the tournament now. Sustainna goes on. And I saw Fee saying, go beat Poulet. That is your now new goal.
Yep.
Poulet is a bane to me and Fee. He's knocked us out of other tournaments and into brackets and stuff like that numerous times, so I understand that sentiment.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. We have 2 more matches coming up over the weekend. We have one on Saturday and one on Sunday, I believe. I do believe are the next ones.
Some good lengthy races out of this one, but this was sort of a blink of an eye.
I felt bad. Like I made the seeds for this match, and I made them before both winners obviously started and stuff like that. And I thought, oh, they're not a Sand Knight seed, and apparently I might be getting the reputation of making bad luck seeds.
Can we have Sand Knight make the seeds? Because I think his might be a bit more gentle.
Yeah,
You always give me cursed seeds.
yeah.
Even
Unfortunately, yeah.
Even the seal sword was not on my side.
I know. I felt so bad for that.
I was just like,
We
oh,
Saw
this
it
is
and we
all-
went,
this is all
oh
gone-
no.
I was just like, well, this
This
is all
is-
going very wrong. I might as well equip my steel sword. Oh wait.
It's cursed.
Just your house
And,
is burning
yeah.
down. This is fine.
This is fine. Yep.
Yes.
And at the end, I as soon as I fired off the fire to kill that Man Weaver, I knew that it wasn't going to die from it. I don't know why I decided to do it that way.
I didn't see your inventory. Did you have a medicinal herb still, or did you
Yeah, I
have
did.
medicinal
I
herb?
had everything I needed to get out of that situation. I just was so concentrated.
You're
I had
also
already decided. I had already decided as it was coming in the door that I was like, okay, I got one more hit on this other one, and then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to fire this one. It's going to die, and then I'll leave. And I just, as soon as I fired, it's like, but it's water. It's not going to die.
Yeah, that's the difference in the elemental triangle there, is if it was a wind or fire creature, you would have been able to do 28 HP damage with the fireball.
Well, at least I've had a good showing in other matches this tournament.
That's true.
I would love
To
to
be
have
fair-
a match with you some other time when the wins are more in your favor and are more evened out. and
Yeah,
not
yeah. Let's do
RNG.
let's do an exhibition match some other time.
That would be fun.
Yeah, especially when it's not me making the seeds, apparently.
We'll have someone else make the seeds.
Yeah, someone else can make the seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the chat says, like, how do you kill a monster? Use fire. If that doesn't work, use more fire.
Yeah, I mean
Perfect
that is
strat.
usually how you do it.
How do you kill a
Yep.
fire type monster? Fire.
Well, then you
More
just use
fire.
Really? I mean, that works just fine for fire monsters. Fighting fire with fire is perfectly neutral.
Yep.
That technically is the truth in Azure Druids. That hurts my head. I don't
Look,
like that, but
best of
it makes
Come
luck.
sense.
on, we're not doing separate elemental strengths and weaknesses.
No, that's true.
Anyway, best of luck to the winner. Go beat Poulet. Go take the whole thing back.
Yeah.
I'll beat Poulet if Horza doesn't kill me first.
Ah,
Yes,
poses up
because,
pushover.
Do it.
That's a whole different thing.
No, I like
too.
Horza. Horza's great. They just scare me when I have to go against them.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, horse is very, very scary as a runner.
Well, best of luck to you anyway.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
play with you again soon.
Yeah.
I think.
That's everything. I will leave that link to the Discord and chat for anyone who wants to learn more about this strange, strange game.
Very broken,
On your
beloved
soul
man.
for the rest of your life.
Yes, and this is a wonderful game. I can't, like, we've always kept saying how the tower is extremely punishing. This goes to show how punishing it can be. The first game, trap. Second game, every monster in the world wants to do.
I mean, who wouldn't want to join the Discord after such a good showcase of what the game has to offer?
It's fine.
You can
I
stick
mean, it's
around
an
for
act-
Sans live renditions of Viper Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yes, that is technically true. We do have that now in the Discord, thanks to Sandmite. It's a whole thing. Anyway,
Thank you, runners, and thank you to Speed Gaming for helping to arrange all of this as usual.
yeah. Thank you, Lady Deme, for commentating.
Of course, it's my pleasure. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.